So my last video caused quite a stir. I swear it wasn't clickbait. I was just basically getting a little apprehensive, like, you know, should I continue doing this YouTube thing or not? So I want to thank everybody for all the reach outs and the support and the comments. You look, anytime you want to support the channel, you can do so, and I would really appreciate that. It helps keep me going, like I said. So yeah, it's been an eye-opener for that that last video, and who would think it, right? But this little bike, I tell you what, it gets me around, definitely. But more importantly, I want to ride a little bit, so that's what this channel's all about, right? So let's ride. So yeah, after my accident with the ladder, not the bike, it cost me a couple months of riding, like I said. So it's refreshing to know that even if you take a few months off or whatever, you still have the opportunity to continue to do this. I would get really paranoid over the years that you get that creator anxiety, they call it, where it's like, hey, if I don't do a video at least every week or whatever, your channel's gonna fall off the map and nobody will pay attention to it anymore. But I don't know, I don't really know if there's any truth to that or not. It's just, yeah, we get that paranoia, don't we, when, especially if you do create videos like this. But this bike is it's more about riding, not so much the video stuff, even though that's what I have to do to show you guys the world, or at least the tri-state here that I live in. So those are geese. Yeah. Thank you for the correction, whoever left that comment about ducks. I get it. I'm getting old. Yeah, ducks are something different altogether, but at a quick glance, I call them ducks. Kind of in the same family, right? Maybe. So these are probably where all the geese fly over our house every evening. They come to these lakes around all these distribution centers. Like every night at clockwork, we'd have geese flying over, like in formation, and I have no idea where they're always going. But there's a lot of little lakes around here for this kind of, I mean, what a nice oasis for these little geese, right? They're a little paranoid of me. That happens when I look in the mirror. So yeah, thank you everyone. I was pretty blown away by all the support, all the comments. Really amazing. You know, a video like that you would think would do like absolutely nothing is the one that turns out to be something really significant. So who knew, right? Yeah, that's the beauty of this platform, YouTube, is you just never know. For instance, I can make this. I had a shorts video, they call them, that was a remix of that video that you guys gave me all the support on, and it was only like maybe a 20-second clip or something, and it's got already almost 12,000 views. It might have by now. 12,000 views. I mean, what the hell? What is that all about, right? I can't figure this YouTube thing out. I really can't. I've been doing it for like almost 5 years now, and it makes absolutely no sense. It really doesn't. Like I said, a little shorts video of like 20 seconds long, getting like 12,000 views in like less than a day and a half. Okay, why? How does that compare to any other the shorts videos? You know, it just makes no sense. Okay, standing in the middle of the road, just glaring up at the air. More power to you, buddy. So yeah, this platform really is a head scratcher. I don't really get it. I'm just going to continue to plug away and do what I enjoy. A lot of the feedback that you guys gave me is all about having fun with it and just doing what you enjoy, and I get that. I really get that. So thanks for the reminder. Sometimes being a creator, you forget about why you started this channel, and that was to ride and have fun and to explore and all that good stuff. Some people like to hear the sound of this bike, so let me do something here. Ready? Yep. Traditional scooter sound, right? A real powerhouse. I've had comments in the past where they want to hear the bike, some of my viewers. I'm like, okay, you want to hear the bike, it's, you know, it's just kind of a 150cc scooter. It's really not that loud or impressive, but yeah, some people want to hear that, I guess. So I mix it up a little bit. I actually used to work back here off this street. Let me see if I can find the old company that I worked for. Well, they moved, but I'm talking about the old building that I used to work in. I don't know if I could even recognize it anymore. Was it maybe this one? I think it might have been that one. I don't think it was that one. Yeah, I think it was up here a little bit. Well, we're gonna go down here and see what's down here. I haven't been down here in like 20 years. A lot of little small businesses around here. When I was a technician in the field, I was probably in almost every building in the Cincinnati tri-state. Being a technician, our company was into every door imaginable. So a lot of these buildings I've actually been in just servicing our products. And I want to say the company where I used to work, I think it was probably this one. This one looks like it. I mean, this was literally 25 years ago. That one maybe, or this one? Was it? No, I think it was that red one. Yeah, it wasn't that. Let me turn around one more time. I think it was this building right here. Yep. Pretty sure. Like I said, when you're gone for about 25 years, you really tend to forget where in the hell you even worked. I'm pretty sure it was that building. And then not shortly after I was there, I was a graphics designer there. We moved to a bigger building not too far from here, and I helped, you know, with that move and everything. So this used to be a Suzuki dealership right here, and I guess they were bought out. Forget the name of it now. United Motorsports, so it's just an independent little dealer. Nice little bikes. That's awesome. Oh, that little car, that Z500, sweet looking. That is sweet. Look at that. Probably costs more than my real car that I drive. I was in this building before. I don't remember what it was about, but this was not a good experience. because I remember those things when I was a technician. I remember the buildings, and I remember something wasn't nice. It was like either the customer was upset or the technology didn't work. But I remember this was like a half-a-day event that was not really easy or anything, and it was like packed with people in there. And I forget what it was about now. I think they were demoing a new product, and it wasn't working out right or something. It was, and there was like a big meeting about it. Yeah, ugh. So I look at these buildings and I just like cringe, like, ugh, that was nasty. But now I just work from home. It has its own challenges, but I work from home at my computer, and I remote in the customers all day, 8 hours a day, and not too bad. It beats, there's trade-offs to every job. I used to like getting out here and exploring the world and going in and out of these different buildings. Time went really fast. But if I'm busy at work on my day job, it goes pretty quick too, honestly. So yeah, like I say all the time, if you're new to my channel, thank you. I keep getting subscribers every day with this latest stint of the videos that did really popular. The one before this one and the little shorts video. That gave me like dozens and dozens of new subscribers, so that's really awesome. I appreciate that. You know, and the reason I do this channel is because, like I said in the other video, I was inspired to get out here and kind of do this and show people that these little bikes like this, these little small displacement, doesn't have to be automatic. It can be manual, whatever. It's not about whether it's auto or manual, but these little automatic bikes, as I tell you guys all the time, they are really, really easy to use because they are automatic. So yeah, my goal, and I get people from other countries like the Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, so shout out to my friends overseas that pretty much use these type of bikes as their daily commuter, where we in America, you can see, you know, this is what people use. Trucks, SUVs, fancy cars. That's America. Where something like this, you know, very rare. You don't see these too often. But people do give me a lot of looks, man. I go down the road on this and they're like staring, like, what is that? You know, because it looks like a motorcycle, really, at a quick glance. But from the front, it does very deceiving. Like, look, if you got somebody riding towards me, like other motorbikes and stuff, they always give me the little salute, the 2-finger salute, because they just think I'm another motorbike. They don't really care. I found that most riders anymore today don't give a crap what you ride. It's just the experience of getting out here and riding. And that's what I like to do. So I think it's pretty cool when I'll get a comment from somebody that says, hey, just because of your videos, I got the bug to ride, and I want to get my own bike and get something like you got, a little automatic where it's not complicated and very intimidating. And I'm like, that's awesome. And that's exactly why I bought this thing. If I had a big old bulky heavy bike, I probably, guys, honestly, I probably would not ride that much. I know I wouldn't. It's a production, you know, every time you get that something like that out. And it's very hard. It's not really fun to ride something real big and heavy like that doing this kind of stuff, just getting off, stopping, looking at this, you know, you want to get on a major road and just go. And that's what those big heavy bikes are for. So it's a little harder, you know, just to zigzag in and out of little parking lots. And you know, if you're loud especially, then people like start yelling at you like, what's he doing here, why is that so loud? But see, I can go in here, boom. I mean, it's not like you can't do this on a big bike, but I don't know, to me this is just so light and nimble and easy to use. It just makes kind of like this type of riding like a lot of fun, and you don't know that till you get one. There's people, I have comments on my channel that say, you know, they have Harleys, they have bigger bikes, and they bought something like this and they hardly ride their other ones anymore. I mean, it's true.
And I like to come in the parking lots, and I will go in and out of these parking spots every other one. And you got to kind of be careful, slow down, just go out of every other one and just practice maneuvering. I do this because my left hand turning is not as sharp. Like if I turn left, really easy. So I know my weaknesses. So if I turn right, it's just I can't do it as graciously. I don't know why. So let me try it again. So look, every other spot. Now turning left, no problem whatsoever. Turning right, it's not too bad. So this is why I practice this. It gets easier. And I'm going pretty fast for this. So now if I do every spot, which is only like what, 6 feet, see, I can maneuver in and out of every parking spot without putting my feet down, no problem. And it's nice because if you have an automatic, you're never worried about keeping that friction zone with the clutch. You just simply let off the throttle, maybe a little brake here and there, and just twist the throttle if you need to move a little bit. So easy, so easy. I could do this all day and never put my feet down, you know. So enough of that. But that's why every ride I like to get out here and try to do something like that. And I don't do it every single time, trust me, but I do like to do it. So yeah, where I live, guys, it's just like this everywhere. Trucks, distribution centers. I've always wanted to be like an over-road driver for a truck, you know. I thought that would be like an ultimate career. Yeah, you're never home. You're gone probably most of the month, and you might be home for a couple days once a month. So my lifestyle would not warrant that with my wife and everything. She would not enjoy that very much. But if you're single and you're a young person and you want to see the country, you know, they got these truck driving schools that they'll pay for you to do it, and then they set you free, and you could be like, but you have to work for them like for maybe 12 months or something. But I looked into it, and I thought that would be a really good thing to do, but not at my age and not with my family situation. But if you want a job where you're not stuck behind the desk or something, and you think you want to see the countryside, yeah, there's companies out there that'll help you out. I'm not kidding you. Man, that breeze feels good today. Ugh, my goodness.
Yeah, so thanks, guys. Again, I really appreciate all the comments, all the followers. Yeah, just continue to support the channel, and I'll continue to make more content. You know, like I said all the time, this is a marathon, not a sprint. But I'll get back to doing what I enjoy most, and that is riding. So thanks for all those reminders. If you're new to the channel, don't be a stranger. Let me know if you ride a bike or not, what kind you have, and where you're from, and all that good stuff. So there I go again, worrying about the numbers, right? I don't care. It's a sickness. I'm really competitive, so when I do something, I try to do it to the best I can and succeed. That's just who I am. So I got to remember, this is just fun, and it's about enjoying the moments more than anything. I always tell myself that, but I got to learn to follow my own advice sometimes, right? So today I'll accept a dose of my own medicine and follow my own advice. So again, if you're new here, thank you. My name is Scott, and I ride a scooter. Simple as that. So with that said, thanks again. We'll see you on the next one.